At a DN alien lair, the hybrid commander is informed of an individual leaking the alien's operations to the authorities for several months. The source of the leak has been located, Tennyson. The commander orders that Max be eliminated to prevent further interference with their plans. A soccer game is shown being held at Ben Tennyson's school. Ben, now 15, is his team's goalkeeper while bullies Cash and JT are among the opposing team. With little time left, Cash and JT nearly score a goal but are stopped by Ben just as the time stops. Following the match, Ben meets a girl named Julie Yamamoto, who congratulates him on his victory. Ben bikes to his grandfather's RV, the Rust Bucket 2, and knocks on the door, unaware he is being watched. When no one answers, Ben sees that the lights inside are off. He finds the vehicle's key and manages to enter, finding the interior ransacked. The bathroom is empty despite supposed noises coming from inside. As he is leaving, Ben is attacked by a DN alien and is unable to defend himself without the Omnitrix. The DN alien momentarily loses sight of Ben, who takes advantage of the situation and scares off the alien with a fire extinguisher. Ben attempts operating the vehicle's dashboard when a compartment opens with a device inside. The device contains a pre-recorded holographic message from Max, who informs Ben of renewed alien activity on Earth that he is investigating and that the Omnitrix is safe with him. Ben does not notice the appearance of a DN alien on the recording as it ends. Ben rushes home to see if Max was serious. The Omnitrix is indeed there in his room inside a box. Ben is confused of Max's motives. Ben leaves to see Gwen at her judo class. Ben tells her he needs her advice on something. He shows her the recording, believing Max is telling him to begin reusing the Omnitrix, but Gwen disagrees, remembering that it was always Ben's choice as to whether or not he wanted to use it. Ben says how he used to feel special wearing the watch, but Gwen tells Ben he was the one that was special. She warns that his regular teenage life will come to an end once he starts using the Omnitrix again, but Ben is confident Max is in need of his help. The man watching Ben at the Rust Bucket reappears asking for the Omnitrix. Ben refuses and attempts to run, but the man pursues them and reveals himself to in fact be an alien known as Magister Labrid. He shoots Ben when the latter attempts to run. Gwen harnesses her greatly enhanced magical prowess to restrain Labrid. They interrogate him and learn he is a plumber like Max. He reports that Max went missing in the middle of a case. The Magister suddenly realizes who he's talking to and apologizes for mistaking Ben for a random thieving child. He agrees to help them find Max. Ben then decides to wear the Omnitrix. The three head to an abandoned train station, having been informed by Max that an illegal alien tech delivery is being carried out by the Forever Knights. Taking cover, they watch as more shipments arrive followed by a green muscle car. Out steps the Knights supplier, Kevin Levin, who Ben and Gwen instantly recognize. The trade takes place as planned. Being delivered is a weapon called the Laser Lance, which Kevin tests on a nearby train car. Labrid is infuriated that level 5 technology is present on Earth, the planet's standard being level 2, however, the human weapon suppliers are in fact DN aliens. The Magister uses his pistol to create a fire barrier between his group and the criminals. The Forever Knights still continue to converge on them. Ben attempts to fight them through activating the Omnitrix, but the Omnitrix is dysfunctional. Gwen uses her powers to combat the Knights and creates a shield before them to protect Ben. Both Gwen and Labrid become immobilized by the DN alien's slime-like salivary material. Ben watches the Omnitrix suddenly change its appearance on the spot. With his watch recalibrated, Ben sees a newer collection of species to transform. Selecting at random, Ben finds himself transforming into a plant-based, odorous creature called Swampfire. Swampfire uses his great strength to fend off his enemies. He is unimpeded by incoming gunfire, which appears to harmlessly impale his body. A shot fired suddenly severs his arm, but his powers enable him to reattach lost limbs. Kevin, meanwhile, confronts Swampfire for revenge for his defeat and imprisonment years ago. His new abilities allow him to literally absorb any form of matter, resulting in his skin being composed of said matter instead. He and Swampfire duel. Kevin tries using a train car to attack Swampfire. However, using his ability of producing fire, Swampfire blasts the car, incapacitating Kevin. Swampfire transforms back into Ben and Labrid places special cuffs on Kevin that suppress his matter absorption ability. With the Knights having escaped with the weaponry, Labrid wants Kevin to disclose their location as he set up the deal. Kevin agrees to help as he was never paid. They travel in his car. Labrid explains that the weapons deal would lead them to the alien activity Max mentioned, before Max vanished. Gwen jokes that Max is lying to them and is enjoying leisure instead, but Ben angrily calls her out for it. This enrages Kevin, who stops the car and orders Ben to apologize. Ben complies, though Gwen understands his worries. Labrid points out Ben is the one with the Omnitrix and he should be trying to find Max. They arrive at a large castle. Gwen uses her abilities to lower the drawbridge, but the place is deserted. Kevin is sure this is still the right place and instructs them to look out for a hidden door. He accidentally knocks over a suit of armor. The sound awakens a massive dragon-like creature.